Hey, Bianca, it's Audrey, your childhood friend.
Hi, Audrey. Oh my, it's been ages, hasn't it? We haven't caught up in like 10 years. How have you been?
Pretty good, Bianca. I've actually moved to your city recently, so maybe we can plan to hang out sometime.
That sounds fantastic. I'll check my schedule and let you know when I'm free.
Great! By the way, huge congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you so much. It's been a whirlwind of excitement. How did you find out about it?
Oh, I happened to come across a post on social media about your beach proposal. It looks so luxurious, and I could tell it must have cost a fortune. Your fiancé must be extremely wealthy, huh? Who's that guy?
He's named Anthony. He's running his own company in another state. We actually met back in college. And let me tell you, he's the most charming and romantic man I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. I'm over the moon that we're going to tie the knot.
Wow, that's impressive. Good for you. Is he from a wealthy family or something?
Surprisingly, no. Anthony wasn't born into a rich family. I'm proud to share that my fiancé is a self-made man. He's incredibly smart and talented in his field.
A self-made millionaire, huh? Sounds like we would be a good match.
Huh? What do you mean by that, Audrey?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking about something. Bianca, is it true that your fiancé is going to pay for all your wedding costs?
Yes, he insisted on paying for everything, and I couldn't change his mind. It's kind of weird to boast about this, you know? Okay, I think that's enough about my wedding. Let's talk about you. What are you doing these days?
No, don't change the subject. My life is kind of boring, so I want to know more about yours. Well, your fiancé paid for the bridesmaid dresses and accessories too, huh?
Absolutely. All the dresses are bespoke because one of my fiancé's friends is a skillful tailor, and he promised to take care of the dresses as a thank you for Anthony. Such a nice man.
I see. Okay, I've made my decision. I'll be your bridesmaid.
You've made what?
A decision. You must be happy because you'll have a beautiful bridesmaid like me by your side. By the way, you're welcome. Now you can tell me the date of your wedding so that I can get some days off from my new job. I'll be available that day. Is it next month?
Hold on. I don't quite get it. You want to be my bridesmaid?
Yes, I'm your bridesmaid. I told you I made a decision. Don't worry, no one is better at being a bridesmaid than me. I'm pretty, and my body is nice, so I'll look good in any kind of dress or color. Well, you're lucky because I accidentally knew about your wedding.
Audrey, I'm sorry. I've already completed the planning for our wedding, including the bridesmaids and groomsmen list. Everything has already been decided.
What? You are refusing my offer? I cannot believe that you're treating me like this, Bianca. Hey, I'm your childhood friend. I was the only kid playing with you that whole summer when your family moved to my neighborhood for the first time. Did you forget that?
No, I still remember that. And I was really grateful what you did that summer, Audrey. But, you know, we were friends only that summer. When we were back to school, you started playing with the other kids and stopped being friends with me. To be honest, I thought I was just a temporary option you had that summer because all of your friends were gone on vacation.
Sort of. But I'm still your childhood friend, right? I'm supposed to have a slot on your bridesmaids list. Don't you know that you have to invite your childhood friend to your wedding as a bridesmaid? That's like the law.
Well, actually, I did invite one of my childhood friends. Do you remember Rosie?
The fat girl living next to my house?
Yes, she was kind of bigger back then, but now she's much thinner. We went to the same college and became best friends. She's both my childhood friend and my best friend, so I invited her to be my maid of honor. Of course, she couldn't say no to me.
That was the worst choice ever. Bianca? She's ugly. She's going to embarrass you at your wedding. It's such a crime to let a fat person wear a beautiful bridesmaid dress. Ew! Thinking about that makes me sick.
Audrey, that is really rude. I don't think you should talk about my friend that way.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk about her. You mentioned her name first.
All right. Well, just so you know, she's not as fat as she used to be. Rosie is the most beautiful maid of honor I've ever seen.
Are you sure? Rosie?
Yes. Besides, her dress has a different style from my bridesmaids. I mean, it's like a mini version of my dress. I bet it would make her look even more gorgeous and attractive at my wedding.
So the maid of honor will have more benefits at the wedding. Am I right?
You can say that.
Oh, I have an idea. Why don't you switch your maid of honor from her to me?
Excuse me? I'm sorry, I don't think that you understand the situation.
I do. The maid of honor should be the most beautiful friend you have. Before that, you didn't even remember me, but now I'm right here. Pick me.
Audrey, look, we're not that close, okay? We're just two old friends who played together for one summer and haven't met again for 10 years. I find it really weird of you to ask to be my bridesmaid, honestly.
But we still had a great time together. That's the point. Even though we haven't met for a long time, I still consider you my childhood friend. Now, if I got married, I would definitely invite you to my wedding as my bridesmaid.
I'm so sorry. I don't know. I'm very confused right now because, the plan is fixed. I don't think I can change my bridesmaids now.
That's okay. Plans are meant to be changed. Your fiancé is rich, Bianca. It doesn't matter if you suddenly change the plan or add one more bridesmaid. No one will be angry with you because you're the bride and the CEO's fiancé. Also, I'm very small, so my dress won't need as much fabric as Rosie's.
Oh God, Audrey. The dress isn't a problem. I think you need to understand what I'm saying. Listen, I know you're still considering me as your friend, which I really appreciate. But the truth is, we're not close enough to be each other's bridesmaids. All I can do now is invite you as a normal guest. Would you like to join my wedding as a guest?
Fine. I guess you've made up your mind, right? But if by any chance you need one more bridesmaid or maid of honor, you should know I'm available for you.
I'll keep that in mind. But don't get your hopes up, okay?
Okay.
Thanks for your understanding.
Hey, bestie. You won't believe who just texted me.
Who?
It's Audrey, the girl who lived next to my house when we were 15. Unbelievable.
Oh, not surprising because she texted me this morning.
What? Really? What did she say?
Brace yourself. She said she wanted to be my bridesmaid.
What? Your bridesmaid?
She reappears out of nowhere and suddenly wants to be your friend again?
What's going on with her? And...
I know, right? Obviously I declined. How could I let her be my bridesmaid? That's beyond weird. More like crazy. But you won't believe what she said next?
What?
After I told her about you being my maid of honor, she asked me to switch you.
Holy moly. Who does she think she is, your mom? You didn't agree, did you?
No way, of course not. But somehow I ended up inviting her to my wedding as just a guest.
What? No, you can't. You can't let Audrey join your wedding. She's completely out of her mind.
Huh? What do you mean? What did she say to you?
She's nasty, that one. She asked if I would be your maid of honor, and I said yes. I thought she knew that because she'd seen my post about being a maid of honor for the first time. Well, apparently she knew because you told her, right?
Yes. What happened next?
I was so naive. I thought she just wanted to catch up, so I answered her questions about the maid of honor stuff. The dress, the color, the brooch. She kept asking me to send her pictures of these things and even made comments like, that dress would look great on me, blah, blah, blah. At that moment, I sensed something was off, but she was still nice then. Suddenly, she called me an ugly pig and said I wasn't suitable to be your maid of honor or even a bridesmaid. Boom.
Is she for real? Oh my god, how dare she do that to my bestie? What did you say back?
I told her that even if I was a pig, I'd be a maid of honor pig at your wedding, and then I ignored her messages. She thought her words would hurt me and make me quit being your maid of honor, but she was so wrong. I'd never let her words affect me.
Yes! That's my girl. Rosie, just shake it off, okay? To me, you're the most beautiful maid of honor I've ever met. If it wasn't for you, I don't know who would be my maid of honor on my big day.
Aw, that's so sweet, honey. Thank you. But I'm still worried because you said you invited her to your wedding. What if she does something crazy on your big day?
I don't think she'd dare. But if that happens, there's definitely a lawsuit waiting for her. Anthony has a good lawyer who can handle this.
Well, that's a relief. Don't worry, Bianca. We'll make sure she won't be able to do anything to bother you at your wedding. I'll keep an eye on her.
Thank you. That's why you're my best friend. You always protect me and support me. Love ya.
Me too. Love you.
Why didn't you answer my phone or text me back? What's the matter with you, Bianca? I already saw your story. You're with Rosie at a hair salon, right? I know because I asked one of your mutual friends. I cannot believe that I have your phone number, but still had to ask another person where you were. Why don't you add me to your close friends? Oh, never mind. You can do that later. Now I want to know where that hair salon is. Hey, answer me.
For Christ's sake, Audrey, I didn't answer your message for a reason. Did I really have to tell you where I am?
Oh, thank God. Here you are. What took you so long to open your damn phone? Hurry up, send me the address.
I won't send you anything. I have my girls here, so you don't need to come.
Why not? I need to get my hair dyed for your wedding day too. Don't you want your childhood friend to appear at your wedding as a beautiful and attractive woman? Oh, should we go to the spa after that? I know a really nice place. You'll love it. And as usual, you'll pay for it too, right?
You're asking me to go to the spa with you, but don't expect to pay for anything?
Yes, I know you never let the girls pay for anything. When you guys went out to prepare for the wedding, not even the food or the taxi. A bridesmaid told me that. Wow, your fiancé must be super rich, huh?
You know what? That day, I didn't mean to ask you out with me. I was just too polite to say so directly. Actually, I don't need your help today, or the fitting days, or the rehearsal days.
What? It's okay if you don't need me today, but how about the fitting days? I need to be there to supervise and give suggestions. You need me to be there with you. Well, I could also help to try on the dress if one of the bridesmaids didn't show up, you know?
Audrey, how many times do I have to tell you that the list was closed? You are not my bridesmaid. And to be honest, you're interfering way too much in my wedding.
Huh? I'm interfering too much? You think that's too much?
Yes. You've been bombarding me the whole week with messages and questions about my bridal party and the bridesmaid stuff, while you're not even one of them.
Bianca, you cannot say that. We're friends, and that's what a friend does. I'm just showing my care to you.
If you were showing your care like a good friend, you would support me instead of bothering me.
What? I'm not bothering you. Don't talk nonsense.
Yes, you are. You kept asking me to change the theme color because it wouldn't match your dress, or else I'd have to pay for your new $500 dress, which is absolutely never going to happen. And you also demanded that I give the tiara from Rosie's outfit to you as a gift for the guest of honor. So who's talking nonsense here?
What's wrong with my amazing ideas? You cannot blame me for that. It's because the color you chose is too ugly. Bianca, don't you see that? I was only trying to help you perfect your wedding.
No. You're taking advantage of me and expecting me to give you bridesmaid benefits. Audrey, this is my wedding, not yours. I'm sick of repeating that you're not my bridesmaid.
No, I don't want to be your bridesmaid. The bridesmaid dresses are too boring and ugly. I have to be the maid of honor. I want that purple dress with a tiara.
What? Is that the only thing you were after from the get-go?
Yes, that costs hundreds of dollars and I'll keep them forever, right? That's a big benefit. I would get a lot of attention at your wedding if I had all of them. Who knows? Maybe a rich friend of your fiancé would fall in love with me at first sight.
Oh, I get it now. You appeared out of the blue after finding out about my wedding to a rich man because you wanted free stuff. Is that it?
Well, what? You really thought I had called you just because I missed you? What were you thinking in that tiny head of yours, Bianca?
I was wondering what your motives were. Why don't you tell me yourself?
Is that why you asked my maid of honor to switch with you the other day? That pig doesn't deserve to be in such an important role at your wedding. I'm 100 times better than her. As a friend, I truly advise you to cut her out of the wedding or all the guests would make fun of you for having such an ugly, awful maid of honor.
Stop it. You're really crossing the line, Audrey. You're officially no longer welcome at our wedding. I'm withdrawing my invitation to you.
What? No way. I didn't say anything about your family or husband. The only things I said were about that fat, ugly pig you called your maid of honor.
Listen, that girl is my friend. And she's more beautiful than you. And she happens to have lovely manners. Not like you.
Are you choosing that alien over me? Ah, Bianca, you cannot do that because you aren't the person who'll pay for the whole wedding. Your fiancé is.
So what? That makes no difference. As you said, I can decide everything because I'm the bride and the CEO's fiancé.
Fine. But I don't need your permission. Bianca, give me Anthony's number. I'll ask him by myself. He'll definitely agree with me and let me be the maid of honor because I'm much more beautiful than your recent choice.
Cut the crap, Audrey. My husband is a CEO, and he's busy enough with his work. Don't bring him into this.
I don't care what you want anymore. I'll meet him today at his office.
Do you really think a CEO of a big company would meet a lunatic stranger like you?
Why not? You're being too haughty and rude, even though you don't pay a penny for that luxurious bridal shower.
I can be haughty because that is my fiancé we're talking about. He always trusts me and my choice.
All right, then I don't want to be just a little maid of honor. I want your tiara. Now, I'm heading to your husband's company and I'll do anything to steal his heart. I'll replace you as the bride at your wedding. And I know I can because I'm a perfect woman. I'm better than a smug bastard like you. I can tell Anthony will love me more than you.
Oh my god, Audrey, you're so insane. I'm sick of you. I can't bear another second of you.
How dare you call me insane, you witch?
I'm only speaking the truth.
Oh yeah? Well, I'll make you regret this. Don't cry and beg if the bride gets replaced.
I know for sure that you would never be the woman that Anthony chooses to be his wife. You better stop your daydreaming.
You're no better than me, Bianca. You were just lucky to trap a wealthy man. Now, watch me steal your husband from right under your nose, honey.
If you want to steal my man, you first have to reach his level. Hey, Audrey? This is the last time I'm telling you. I do not want to see your face at my wedding. Don't you dare come near us. Not my friends, my brother, my family, and especially not my husband.
You can't stop me. I'll join the wedding no matter what.
Then I dare you to show off. You'll have a lot of explaining to do to security. I have people who can deal with you in seconds, and I don't mind giving you a little lawsuit, my old friend.
I'm not afraid. I'll ruin your wedding and steal everything from you.
You're such a crazy woman, Audrey. Psychopath and a sociopath. Get out of my life. Block. That day, Audrey indeed visited my husband's workplace, causing quite a disturbance at the reception. However, she was promptly escorted out of the building. On the day of our wedding, she resurfaced in an attempt to sneak in through the back door, only to be thwarted by the extensive security measures we had in place. Witnesses mentioned she was wearing a purple dress and a less than impressive plastic crown. It's astonishing that she still aspired to be the maid of honor, despite her previous failed attempts to approach my husband. Nevertheless, our wedding day unfolded peacefully and beautifully, thanks to the unwavering support, admiration, and uplifting spirits of my wonderful bridesmaids and maid of honor. Despite Audrey's disruptive antics, I consider myself fortunate to be surrounded by such an amazing and understanding bridal party.